Hello, hello, mic test. Sound, 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 sound. Okay, so we'll be starting our webinar at 2 p.m. Please don't forget to subscribe and share also our live stream entitled Bartending Wants You. Okay, so we have 1 hour before we start our webinar. So good afternoon to everyone who is tuned in to Tonga Sessions. If you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like the video. Our live stream for today is entitled Bartending Wants You.
So I said, no, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed, I know, want to free for champions. I can't believe it's running. No, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed, I know, want to free for champions. I can't believe it's running.
Wait a minute.
So I said, no, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed, I know, want to free for champions. I can't believe it's running. No, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you die to me? I killed, I know, want to free for champions. I can't believe it's running. too hard. But we were traveling long tail.
Hey, James, thank you for the thumbs up. Nice to see you here. We're going to start the live at 2 p.m. Hello, 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 hello to everyone who is here right now at Thomas Sessions. And we're going to be on in 40 minutes with our topic, Bartending Wants You. So if you haven't subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. Follow us also in our TikTok, IG, and Facebook. And don't forget to like this live video. And of course, please share with your friends. We'll see you in a few. Okay, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Thomas Sessions, and it's 1:52. We're gonna start in 8 minutes. So, yan. Yan. So, welcome, everybody. Kumain na ba kayo? Sana. Kasi, anong petsa na, di ba? Anong petsa na, magka-alas 2 na, hindi pa kayo kumakain. So, hindi na lang, we're gonna start, no? Actually, this is a free webinar. Wala po tayong certificate. This is something to promote basically bartending profession and how to start. Kasi we noticed, or I noticed personally na open na. We are already in level 1. Okay? And basically, nagiging busy na po tayo. No? Nagiging busy na ang F&B scene. Oh, may kidlat. May kidlat, guys. Ha? Wait lang. Yan, may kidlat talaga eh. Okay. So, ayun na nga. So, basically, things are getting busier and hopefully magtuloy-tuloy na po ito. So sige, actually para lalo tayong maging mas busy, huwag niyong kakalimutan i-share, ha? Then we shall start na. This won't take long, no? Because normally by appointment talaga yung webinar natin, pero since it's a Sunday and medyo I really want to go live, no, even for an hour. So kaya andito na tayo. Now, for those of you who want to have an exclusive webinar or seminar, please don't hesitate, no, na mag-ano sa atin, PM sa ating Facebook page, Thomas Sessions. Then we have Instagram, we have TikTok, and we have YouTube. You can put your comment dito sa sa page natin or sa channel natin. All right? So, we still have 5 minutes. So, wala pa bang shower out dyan? Actually, again, shout out to James Gipe Gipe. So, actually, I only posted my link dito sa Facebook, yung webinars, no? Bakit ba hindi tayo magbibigay ng certificate? Yun na muna. Well, kasi unang-una, since this is a free webinar, we don't even know kung ilan ang manonood, no? Or sisipot dito sa ating live. So, but anyway, still, even if wala namang webinar, you can keep playing this since this will be in the channel. And there's a lot of things that you will be able to learn, no, with regards to this topic. Okay? So, yun, shout out. You have 2 million viewers in the chat or in the channel. So, hintay-hintay lang din tayo kasi syempre alam naman natin ang mga Pinoy minsan, oras Pilipino. Kahit sa even in online learning, even in online webinars and stuff like that. So medyo late talaga ang pasok, no, for whatever reason. So let's just wait a bit, before we start. Okay, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Thomas. So, ayan, no, may na-echo tuloy tayo dito. Medyo delayed kasi doon sa isang mino-monitor ko kasi guys dahil what you call it, naka-share screen tayo nung ating what do you call this? Yung PDF file natin, no? So that's why. So, ganyan talaga. So yun ang epekto ng Wi-Fi ng Pilipinas. So we have 4 minutes na lang. Sige lang. Mag-set up muna ako. And then please share this live to your friends, especially those in the HRM community and the tourism, hospitality management. Iba-iba lang Pare-parehas lang 'yan, iba-iba lang yung pangalan. May school, may department, may hospitality, may tourism, but it's just one ano 'no, one big umbrella 'no. So, but we shall focus on one, no, on one specific department or profession in the hospitality industry. Now, if you have been subscribing to our channel, for sure, you've been seeing a lot of live webinars that I have been conducting with different schools. So, again, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, if you want me to give you a webinar that is relevant to your school, then don't hesitate, no? So ngayon nga Sunday, nagtatrabaho tayo because, mamaya malalaman ninyo. For now, let's wait first. Oh yeah, we have 3 minutes na lang. We can start in a bit. So, kapit lang tayo, no? You can watch this again and again and again and again because this will be recorded and uploaded in our channel, Thomas Sessions. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this live stream, and leave a comment if you want to talk about other things. Now, we will try to be, well, actually, at least we upload once a month. No? Depende kasi yan because, like I said, things are getting back to normal. Well, not really normal, but there's some activity already. People are allowed to go out. Businesses are open again. And with that, pati tayo nadamay doon, no? So medyo busy tayo and it's always a good sign to be busy as I say, no. Kaya it's well, on the flip side, I haven't been able to consistently upload my videos. But okay, maraming videos dito sa Thomas Sessions na bartending related and it's very relevant, guys. Hindi tayo ano, no. We actually follow the three core values: be inspired, be informed, and be involved. Technically, we have a lot of interviews, no, with a lot of bartenders from all over the world that has contributed a lot in our industry, and there's still more to come. No, actually, our last three interviewees were, or yeah, people that we interviewed were Dean Callan, Tristan Stephenson, and Osmond, no, Bernard. So and a lot more, no, a lot more. If you just check out our lineup of guests, talagang mai-inspire kayo, no, to take up the bartending profession. Okay. So again, I would like to remind everybody that this webinar won't have a certificate, unfortunately. But yeah, we shall be starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Ayan. So, good afternoon again, everyone. Welcome to Thomas Sessions. This is Richie, your host, and welcome to our webinar entitled Bartending Wants You. Now, of course, this webinar of ours is all about the bartending profession. I want to tell you personally how it is and how to start. No? Kasi nakikita natin, lalo-lalo na sa Facebook, we see a lot of posts about bartending, about shots, alak, ganyan, laseng, etc. People flipping bottles, mixing a drink, showing their or flexing their videos with the NC2, no, yung requirement nila sa school. So it is actually a very good sign, and I feel that it's our well, we want to share with you a bit more details with regards to the profession. So, first of all, hello. ah. So my name is Richie Cruz. So ito, I actually just grabbed a webinar I did, no, and because it says here what about my background. So basically, I've been working in the industry for about 23 years now. And actually, yung 23 years na yon, it has been a combination of industry and academe or learning and development, in the field of bartending. I used to own a bartending school. It's called Center for Bartending and Tourism Academy. We were accredited by a TESDA for training and assessment. Unfortunately, we had to closed last September due to obvious reasons, no? Because of the pandemic, ang hindi na kinaya, no? Also, in terms of ships, I work for Holland America and Celebrity Cruises as a sommelier and as a bartender, respectively. And I came back to Holland America as a trainer, as a beverage trainer. So I handled all the Pinoys there who was working for our ships or who were working for our ships. So we trained, yung office namin was here in Antipolo. And then apart from that, I taught in different universities. No, marami tayong tinuruan na mga universities. UP, UST, FEU, CEU, St. Paul, CSB, what else? CCA, ano pa ba? Ano pa ba? Ayan, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? Too many to mention. Now, I also do consultancies for certain big companies. Okay? And siguro when it comes to competition, one thing I tell you is nagpo-produce po tayo ng competition, no? For those who didn't know, dati po bawal po ang flare tending competition sa mga schools. Tayo po ang nagsimula ng flare bartending competition, 2001 pa po, okay? But it lasted only until 5 years kasi nagpunta po tayo ng barko, no? Pero tayo po ang nagsimula niyan. The competition was called Last Call Bartending Challenge. So tapos po niyan, ayun po, so marami na pong sulputan, which is good, 'no, kasi at least maraming naging platform ang mga students when it comes to, showing what they learned, 'no, from school. Now, with regards to competition, napasali na rin po tayo and, siguro dalawa po sa gusto kong i-flex is I am the first national champion for Bacardi Legacy. Global competition ito, Philippine champion 2016 and national champion also for balls around the world. Ito po online competition. And of course, meron po hindi ko lang nasulat 2019 Ancho Reyes online cocktail competition. So, mahilig po tayong mag-produce at mahilig din po tayong lumaro because basically that's what bartending is. But ultimately, as I always say before we start formally, no, competition is all about yourself. Wala nang ibang greatest competitor kundi sarili mo. So that's why, you know, um, I felt that this particular webinar is important. Kasi with the birth of online learning, actually hindi birth eh, kasi matagal na po meron yan. Nagkataon lang because hindi tayo pwedeng lumabas, eh wala po tayong choice kundi mag-online learning. Pero matagal na po meron yan. And social media, I should say with the birth of social media, you can never be too sure of the information that you see online. It's best that, like, while I'm talking to you right now, I don't have a script really. Most of the time, I like to wing it because mas natural eh, mas spontaneous, mas honest, mas natural. People will really feel if you are, making things up or simply just blabbing nonsense. And I feel that since I've been here for quite some time, I feel that I'm responsible also to to share something to the new and future and aspiring generation of Filipinos and even everybody else who aspire to be bartenders. So basically, my company is called Pinoy Tender. Yan, nagtataka kayo, Pinoy Tender. Wag na puro kayong mahiya. Pinoy Bartender po kasi yan, pinagsama ko lang. 'Di ba? Para may tuwang tayo kasi pag Pinoy bartender, spell mo pa yung BAR, di Pinoy tender na lang, 'di ba? So, for those who watching here right now, wag na kayong mahiya. Pwede yan Pinoy tender, okay? I'm not gonna claim that anyway. It's just a shortcut. So, but it's my consultancy company, no, Pinoy Tender Management Consultancy. And we've been on since 2004. No? So ibig sabihin, even a bartender, of course, you're just not working for a company. But, at the end of the day, I encourage you to put up your own company para legit tayo. You know, what do I mean by legit? We're registered. We're registered. Meron tayong DTI, meron tayong business permit, and meron tayong BIR receipt. No, that's the most important thing of all. Now, this is just ano, this is just I would say parang I was browsing through, my files, no? And I came across this picture. I actually forgot when this was taken, but as far as I can tell you, itong mga flare bottles na to, I was selling them in the Philippines way back. I was the first to be selling them at a whole volume, at a big volume. Kaya lang medyo masyado ng malaki ang inaano na sa atin ng BIR tsaka ng customs. So I had to stop, no. But at the time I introduced this because well, apart from, it's imported, maganda yung quality niya talaga. Although it's a bit pricey, but it's a really good kind of flare bottle. Ngayon meron ng tinatawag na fly bottle, which is the French counterpart or the European counterpart of this Clerco bottle. Now, for those who don't know, actually, ang original na gumawa niyan, si Dean Cernils, buhay pa po ngayon. So, he's based in the States. He's Canadian, but he's based in the States. Right? Now, this was a talk show host, G knew something. In fact, the name of that host is Mabeth, if I'm not mistaken, or Mary Beth. Right? It was a good interview. I was actually with a friend also, si Archie, which is a very good player tender and magician. Okay? So, all right. Now, history-wise, for those who don't know, ang OG talaga or the old gangster ng bartending is Professor Jerry Thomas. Pero, okay, this is a pero. Because this is based on the documents. Okay? At the time, very dominant ang Americans and ang Europeans or British actually in terms of history. Okay? Unfortunately, sa Philippines, we weren't really able to document, a lot of things with regards to our bartending roots. All we can do is just basically just trace things and maybe talk to people who actually have relatives that were alive, no, or maybe they have ancestors who basically wrote something about history, no. And hopefully in the next 20 to 50 years, the advent of platforms such as YouTube would be an evidence also that once upon a time, no, in the Philippines, there was an era that um, maraming naging active when it comes to social media, and a lot of bartenders have also contributed a lot with regards to the improvement of the bartending industry. No, alam naman natin marami sa atin talaga na ang intention is to really improve, no. But again, the the thing with advocacy is consistency, which is hard, no. Ito yung pinakamahirap, eh. It's always easy to preach, it's always easy to talk, but there's a saying, 'di ba? You walk the talk. Mahirap 'yun, eh, 'yun yung pinakamahirap. That's why actually that's why I'm here right now doing this webinar to you guys, because I feel that it's my responsibility personally, okay, to contribute in my own little way. Oh, so Jerry Thomas is actually a bartender extraordinaire. He was known for his cocktail called the Blue Blazer. And this actually, um, well, he's based in New York. He's not only a bartender, but he's also a writer, no, a writer. So yun din isa. Rarely would you know anyone here in the Philippines who writes a book about bartending. Again, it's either Americans, it's either Europeans, which is either Italians or British people, etc., etc. So normally kasi the references we get are from those countries. No, but hopefully, hopefully in the next turn of the century, this will all change, and there'll be other writers, there'll be other players with regards to this type of thing. Now, the way that um, this webinar will go is I'll show you pictures, kasi sabi nga natin dito sa beginning, 'di ba? The bartending profession and how to start. So basically, this is an intro on what you're about to enter. Now, the bartending profession is very rich in history. Pero nga, like I told you, in terms of the Philippine setup or the Philippine history, we really don't have as much. Most of the things that we get are bits and pieces from uh, word of mouth, basically, from either our lolos, our ancestors, but unfortunately, no one was sober enough to write it. So, but then again, it's okay. So like I said, we can write history as we go along. And now at 2022, so hopefully, by the turn of the century, you can always go back to this video and see, you know, um, if indeed medyo naging ano to, no, naging significant itong araw na ito when it comes to introducing bartending dito sa Philippines or encouraging people, especially ngayon, na yun nga, level 1 na tayo. We have almost survived the pandemic. Actually, you know what? If you can still watch it today, this video, if you can still watch this video, you have to be thankful. Kasi ibig sabihin po niyan, buhay pa kayo. Okay? And you know, uh, some of us are not lucky enough to have survived this pandemic. But 2 years flew so fast. Na kaya ito nga, prohibition ends at last, di ba? December 1933. Tayo, alam nyo ba, prohibition or lockdown, February or March pala, March 15, 2020. That was the start of the lockdown or the prohibition. So it's the same principle. People can't drink, people can't sell drink, people can't be seen drinking, people can't go out of the house. And if you are, you will be given a fine, okay? Or you will your shop will be closed, although technically it's closed. So in the past few years, you've heard news or you've watched news about that, no? May mga pasaway dito sa Pilipinas, lockdown na nga, pero nag-Facebook Live pa. Kasi guys, kung sa totoo lang, ang prohibition, hindi fini-flex ito. Ang prohibition, teamwork at pakikisama. So yung mga nahuli or nasarang bar dahil napasarang bars dahil do'n sa mga epal na marites, no? That uploads videos on Facebook to flex that they're in a bar full of people, eh, makonsensya naman kayo. Sayang kasi kaya napasara yung mga bars dahil sa inyo, 'no? Even at 2020, 2022 kaya nga yung term na marites pala, yan, they are perfect examples. You know? Ako, I go to a bar, I don't even turn off my Facebook Live or Instagram Live. I take pictures, yes, but to name or that it's open, no, of course not. Alam ko naman na ang consequence noon, why would I even publish it? The fact that they're working, the bar is open, may mga tao kahit naman sikreto lang, that's okay. Yun ang prohibition eh. you know and yan, prohibition ends at last in the Philippines or in the world. COVID will end soon. Yan. Okay, so this picture may bone, di ba? May skull, sorry, and then may necktie. So this is called cocktails for you. I believe apart from a few, this was one of the most viewed or referenced Facebook page, Instagram pages when it comes to bartending. We were lucky enough to interview the two who were responsible for this page. Si Ed Ruskinskas and si Danil Nevsky. You can watch them here in our channel. We were able to interview them. And Social media is really a big thing. Of course, at the end of the day, it's not just the recipe. Of course, it's the content. Pero with these guys, it's all about, the drama, the quality of film, the quality of light, the angle, etc., the effects. So there's a lot of things to learn. And we were able to pick their brains, no, doon sa interview natin sa kanila. So if you have the time, please do watch it. You'll learn a lot from the two that made cocktails for you happen. Now, SGCF. Ano ba tong SGCF na 'to? Now, basically, this stands for Singapore Cocktail Festival. Now, this is a yearly event. Now, basically, when I was starting out in the bartending industry, I didn't know any of these things. Pero as I researched, meron palang mga gano'n. So kayo, for the aspiring bartenders, there's a chance, to go abroad, to attend festivals, to attend events. Pero ang unang-una niyong gagawin, mag-apply kayo ng passport. Ang pangalawa, mag-ipon kayo. Mag-ipon kayo ng pangkain, pang-plane, accommodation. In terms of plane, meron tayong mga ano, 'di ba? Cebu Pacific has budget flights, right? So maybe you can book in advance to make sure, you get your flights cheap, 'di ba? In terms of accommodation, you have Airbnb. Kaya um well, makakahanap kayo pa rin ng ano, you can budget your expenses kahit hindi pa kayo pumupunta doon, 'no? And you can see naman on I don't know now, cause I don't know now when the SGCF would be, but you can always find it in Google, as well as the other festivals. Now, hopefully, the Philippines will have a more solid festival in the near future once everything opens up again. Okay, ito. So as I mentioned to you guys, I produce competitions and join competitions. I'm showing to you this flyer of Contro Philippines because madaming as an aspiring bartender, madami tayong opportunities, no, na makasali in competitions, whether it be local and foreign. In fact, yung Embassy Whiskey was able to organize a competition a few months ago. Well, no, before the new year started actually. And 'di ba? In fact, one thing I can share with you is joining competitions is also a way of supporting the brand and the community. Ako, that's how I look at it. Of course, you want to win, right? But at the same time, you want to support. Kailangan natin ang isa't isa, especially at this time. Posting this in your social media is already a big help. Why? Well, if you have 1,000 friends, if you post something, most likely, um, mano-notify yung 1,000 friends yun. And that's a big help to the brand. And that's a big help also to your brothers and sisters in the community. Okay? Next. So ito during the pandemic, aprons. So dati walang ganyan-ganyan sa bartender eh, no? May vest lang tsaka necktie, okay na. But apron has become a uniform. It's become a game, no? And I do my own aprons. Mga design po natin 'yan. We have other designs also. 'Yun nagtatahi tayo. Ngayon actually we're busy preparing for two projects. Starting tomorrow kasi we'll be buying the materials for them. And if you're interested to order aprons, again, do leave a message. We do have a page on Instagram and Facebook. It's called Prawns PH. So, actually, yung mga materialis natin lahat gawang Marikina. So, we're not only known for shoes, but we're also known for quality apron. So, that's Prawns PH. Prons PH. Yan. So, who's this guy? Uh, I am proud to tell you guys that this is a Pinoy. His name is Troy Arquisa. And he is the master global master rum blender ng Bacardi. Global, mga kapatid. Global, mga aspiring bartenders. Hindi lang po pang Pinoy, pang world po, pang international. So, ibig sabihin, ito pong mamang ito ay isa sa mga dalubhasa when it comes to distillation, 'di ba? So, nakaka-proud lang. That's why I wanted to share it with you. Why? Because, guys, it's also very important na 'pag bartender kayo, kilalanin niyo rin yung mga taong nasa paligid niyo. Not only in the Philippines, but also globally. Importante 'yan, eh, because you never know, okey? You never know. Ah, getting to know people is a part of networking. As a bartender, it's very important that you have a good network, okay? So again, shout out po sa mga guests natin diyan. I actually can't see you yet, but please, do leave your name and I'll shout out after. All right. So, I show the cruise ship. Siyempre, ah, cruise ship, maraming gusto mag-cruise ship, guys. Okay? Um, and this is just one of the bigger ships that are sailing. It's called, well, Celebrity Eclipse. And technically, guys, ships are starting to hire people already. You can be a bartender there. Kayo na lang po ang mamili kung anong agency, anong cruise line. Tanong-tanong po kayo, no? Make sure you check their POEA number para maiwasan po tayong mabudol or maloko, no? Kasi minsan, the danger with this pandemic is that medyo desperado tayo magkaroon ng trabaho and whatever we can see on social media, uh, sinusunggaban na kaagad natin. We don't even check, no, the validity or the authenticity of the ad. And that's a dangerous thing. So I advise you to, yun nga, to check, to be careful, to be vigilant. Of course, normally ship life is anywhere between 5 to 9 months. Ngayon pa umiiksi na eh, umiksi na. Okay, obviously, one I believe one big factor is yung rotation. Hindi mo puwedeng patagalin ng isang empleyado kasi maraming naghihintay sa pila, when it comes to, uh, working, alright? So, kaya ayan. And besides, madami ding bagong nakapila. So, kinakailangan, uh, we we follow our contract, okay? Next. This is a picture of a bar team in Singapore. It's called Nutmeg and Clove. Actually, hindi po yan eleksyon, ano, hindi po natin, wala po tayong kinakampanya. I just want to tell you na, well, I don't really have much pictures of bar teams in the Philippines, but the thing about bartending industry is that if you work for a company that is solid, you're a family, okay? And there have been some bars that even if they're closed, since they're family, talagang tulungan sila, for them to survive this pandemic. And like I said, good thing that ngayon na open na yung iba, everybody's back at work. Some have resigned, unfortunately, but life goes on basically. And I just want to show this picture kasi nga a bar, you can have no, you can find a family also in bartending, and that's what you can see here. Okay. Now this picture is very significant to me personally because these are my students. No, these are my students, and out of 1, 2, 5, 7, out of 7 of these guys, actually, apat sa kanila nagtatrabaho pa rin as bartenders, okay? And nakaka-proud po ito because, these guys work in known bars. Yung mga nakikita niyo sa background, 'yan po yung mga Pet Malu na bars dito sa Manila. And I'm thankful to my partner bars also for giving me the trust or trusting me to, recommend my students. And like I said, some of them are pretty much still working with these bars, and because they see the talagang very competent and may big potential po ang ating mga graduates before in Center for Bartending. Yan. So for this particular picture, this is 2013. No? Taken from PUP. In fact, baka may mga friends kayo dyan na kilala ninyo, no? I organized a seminar together with Bacardi. Actually, it was before I even met up with Bacardi, I always give seminars already. So technically, this was my baby. Uh, and I'm happy that a brand like Bacardi, um, you know, trusted me to lead this once upon a time. And yeah, true enough, it lasted for about 7 years. Again, medyo na antala tayo because of the pandemic. But yeah, again, this seminar actually also produced a lot of bartenders, inspired a lot of bartenders coming from different schools, and some of them are already working already in some known establishments. So hello to Margarita 1800. Yan. Okay. So itong picture naman na to, this is also very memorable because ito yung first mixology competition virtually. So we actually produced this 2020, no? Um, I like to thank the 6 schools that actually participated, no? Uh, sa ngayon hindi pa nasundan kasi nga busy, although it's not an excuse, no? That's on record. Um, we'll try really to sustain this. But again, I appreciate and I thank actually itong first, second, and third placers, Holy Cross, Lyceum Batangas, and FEU. They've been very supportive since day one. In fact, even the other schools, in fact, yung ibang schools nga, were inspired also with what we do. Kaya, ano na rin, they're putting up their own competitions, which is actually the goal naman of what we're doing. Uh, we start something, and if people replicate it, the better it would be for the rest of the population. Okay? So, yan. Hindi naging hadlang ang COVID to be able to have a competition. I would like to thank um, Apoteki, especially Plantation Rum, and Treetop. Yan, yung mga juices natin, no, care of Sisu International. Yan. So one thing that I've been constantly developing is what we call the butch, no, or the kombucha. So kombucha is a fermented tea, no? And believe me when I tell you this is healthy, this has no sugar kasi kinain na ng bacteria yung sugar. And this goes well with almost any booze. Okay? The thing here is may bonus ka ng acidity kaagad dito eh. So kaya it adds apart from the acidity, yung complexity ng flavor niya because of fermentation, ang sarap. Plus the fizz, the fizz that go with it actually makes any cocktail all the more delicious. So I prepare this by order. I sell this by order. Um, Depende sa fermentation time. Baka magtaka kayo bakit medyo mahal siya sa typical drink. Kasi mahirap po siyang gawin. Okay? Yun ang isa sa hindi natin nare-realize when we buy a product. Meron naman kasi, for example, junk food. Bakit mura junk food? Kasi, unang-una, malaki na yung makina nila. They invested millions for machines. They invested a lot, for materials. So, by volume, 'pag dinivide mo 'yun at malaki ang masasakop mo, 'di ba? Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. And that is why they can afford to lower their price. Yan. Okay, so now I just want to show you some of our friends, no, from the industry, who are working, and you never know, you might be able to visit them. So ito si Jeff from Recraft sa E. Rodriguez. Yeah. It's on the second floor. It's actually a speakeasy from a coffee shop. No? May coffee shop sila sa baba wherein they have actually great coffee, as well as pasta. I love their pesto. No? And yun, equally delicious yung cocktails sila. Here, if I, as far as I can remember, this is a clarified, some kind of, I don't know, maybe clarified pina colada twist, something like that. No, I could be wrong, but you can ask Jeff to be sure. Now, this is another Jeff. Pero siya sorry, si Jeffrey. Okay, so si Jeffrey naman, ito isa din 'to sa mga actually veterano na 'to sa bartending natin, industry. So, especially in Poblacion area, okay? So si Jeffrey now works in Crossroads. Here he is making a classic cocktail called the Negroni. Ito si Ichi, no? Si Shinichi Ito. So um he works in Otto. Poblacion Bar din 'yan. And the thing with Ichi is, yeah, I've known him since he was in college. He worked for one friend of mine as a bartender, yung Horse's Mouth, sa Mimoa before it was still open. And yeah, he also has won different competitions. Okay, ayan si Ichi. Okay, next. So, isa pang lodi natin 'to. Again, he works in the Poblacion area. Now, you might be wondering, no, actually one of the key drinking cities in the Philippines where bartenders find work is Poblacion, Makati. Pero, okay, hopefully in the future or itong panahon ngayon, it will be spread out, no? Kasi of course, one good thing about that is there'll be more options for bartenders to find work. As sabi nga natin, hindi nagsisiksikan sa isang city lang, okay? Although sometimes, of course, it can be helped. It's really like that. But this is just also an appeal, even for bar owners, to put up bars uh, everywhere. You know, this is also better for the economy. Now, in fact, here I'm from Marikina, and yeah, now a few number of bars are being put up, and of course we haven't really reached that point that we have bottles as premium as what Ralph has there. So si Ralph pala to of the Spirits Library. He's also a champion for one competition. It's called the Ramsbury. Pati yata yung sa Johnny Walker, yung online competition. Ralph also won there. So yeah, do check him out, no? Ito naman, ito yung ano sinasabi ko rin, no. Here in Marikina, we have one bar, cocktail bar, a proper cocktail bar. It's called Bar by East. Ito si Ryan, I call him Amba Ryan because he is the brand ambassador of Diageo Philippines, no? Again, he's also won competitions. And yeah, it's good to know. Nagsara man yung aking bar sa Marikina, eto, meron pa. No? There's something actually better to look for because itong bar na to kahit medyo, well, actually, wala po silang food, but you can buy food outside. No? Um, And actually, this is a split kasi a bar and like a architectural firm by day, a bar by night. No, so It's very cozy. The bartender and Ryan, very hospitable. Ang bartender nila, mamaya, I think you could see, wait, nasa na ba? Wala na pala. Si Wendell, yung kanilang bartender. Okay? Okay, next tayo. So this one, I just want to flex this. Aldio, mango liqueur. So, because of the pandemic, I was able to meet a few key people, you know, um, that I want to help also in terms of getting their products known, especially to the aspiring bartenders no, na nanonood ngayon. Now, liqueur, as you all know, okay, liqueur basically by definition is a sweetened alcoholic beverage. It has alcohol content between 15 to 25% plus minus, but it has a higher sugar content. Now, itong Aldio actually is from Batangas. I was able to meet the owner and the scientist actually behind this, and I could say their product is export quality. It's really high quality compared to the others. Okay? Of course, hindi nyo malalasahan ngayon, but if you buy a bottle, let be the judge. You can post it, you can comment it, you can disagree with me. Again, like I said, I won't be even posting this picture if I didn't believe that their product was any good, you know. And especially itong mango, no. Ang mango, actually they have different flavors. They have mango, they have coffee, they have chocolate, they have ginger, they have calamansi, they even have chico. But the thing with mango kasi it's tricky. Tricky in the sense that um amoy mango, very soft, very very subtle. Pero kasi the challenge is to make the mango taste intensified, okay? And not just um how do you put it? Yung mawala lang. Mahirap din kasi 'yun, no, guys. So, yeah, you be the judge. Now, but again, Aldio mango liqueur. For now, I think you can buy them in Lazada. But if you want to purchase through me, pwede din. You just leave me a message and I'll hook you up with the owner of Aldio Liqueurs. And ito, okay? So, lambanog. Actually, lambanog, if you check the what are the Philippine spirits, lambanog is in the top 5. Now, hindi na lang po tayo magko-comment. Meron akong chineck din sa Google na which is the top, which is considered national spirit. I do not agree with what you can read there as an answer. But I hope and I feel that this lambanog is actually or should be the national spirit of the Philippines. Now, for the aspiring bartenders, please watch out because um, may ginagawa po tayo to promote lambanog in our country. With all the with all the chismis and the unfortunate events that happened with regards to lambanog, okay lang 'yun. There's still hope. At the end of the day, it's about education, awareness, and proper execution. Proper execution, having solid principles na hindi ka mandadaya o manlalamang ng kapwa mo, no, in order to be a successful lambanog brand. And Infanta Lambanog, by the way, is known in the States. Okay? Dito siya gawa, but it's more for export. And this year, they're planning to have a major campaign here, and I'm helping them out. Actually, you can watch Infanta Lambanog. They have Instagram, Drink Infanta. Check out my video there on bartending basics so that you can appreciate Lambanog in a different light. Okay, so that's Infanta. Next, another local brand, Luisita. Luisita Oro. So this is rum. Okay? Siyempre, alam naman natin, hindi lang pala sa Bacolod maraming sugarcane dito din sa Tarlac. We were lucky by we were able to visit the distillery care of Liquor PH. Actually now, guys, I work for Liquor PH. I am their on-premise manager. And this is a shout out to Frank and Leo. I'm happy to work with the team, also with Carl, Mike, and everybody else in marketing and accounting. We're a small family, but we actually carry premium brands, guys, na pwedeng-pwede sa back bar ninyo. Quality-wise, we'll be glad to give you a sample, do a demo for your company, and work something out like activations and activities and trainings. So ito, Luisita Oro, obviously, well, this is the first single estate rum in the country. Malaking bagay yon, guys. Single estate rum. I-research nyo na lang po yan. And Luisita is definitely a rum to reckon with. You know, marami pa. May lugar ang Luisita sa rum industry natin. And that's why I'm helping them. Again, also in this page as well as my other platforms, I'll be coming up with videos with regards to Luisita Oro. So do watch out for that. Okay, ito. So this one, akala natin local, Tito kasi. So Titos of Manila. Actually, this is one of the brands that we promote in Liquor PH and we carry. So it's a handmade vodka. So basically, guys, what makes this vodka different from other vodkas? This one is made from corn. Oh, di ba? Normally, ang tinuturo ng mga HRM teachers natin, grains or potatoes. Minsan grapes, yung syrup. Pero ito, corn. Alright? So, well, one thing is it's gluten-free. Another, it's naturally sweet without the sugar. Okay? Kasi nga galing sa corn. And yeah, it's pretty smooth. And one more thing, walang hangover. Now that's the best thing actually that I like about this particular brand. And again, we're promoting it in the whole Philippines. So do watch out for those who can watch this and already have titos in their bars. I will visit you and let's do an activation. Kasi I'm in charge for the accounts of Titos also for the Philippines. So uh, I'm interested to talk to the bartenders and the bar owners and think of something wherein we can, you know, maximize, the promotion and the sales of Tito's vodka. So, guys, this is still relevant to those watching right now when it comes to what you call it, aspiring bartenders. This is the scene now. You know, things are opening up, brands are opening up, bartenders are opening up, and ito pa isa, bitters. So dati hindi lang po bitters, isang bitters lang. So this particular brand, Angostura, came up with actually chocolate bitters or cacao and an orange bitters. Diba? So ano na, very diversified ang brand portfolio ng Angostura. But wait, there's more. Ang Angostura sa Pilipinas for the longest time, ang akala natin bitters lang siya. Pero hindi po. It's a brand of rum as well. Okay? It's a brand of rum as well. Kaya nga sa mga quiz, no, yun yung medyo mahirap ngayon at before. Before, people, madali mag-check ng paper kasi pag sinabi mong Angostura, bitters na yon. But now that you know this, whoever is watching, dalawa na pwedeng sagot. Ano Angostura? It's a rum and it's a bitters at the same time. 'Di ba? So pwedeng 2 points na 'yon if you're gonna be asked in your quiz, 'di ba? So ayan, pero ito ang dami 'no. Ang dami niyang tawag na expressions. We have 1919, no? Dalawa yan and then 75 and then the reserva or the white. Ang galing, ang galing. So again, we'll also be coming up with videos with regards to this so that you can see and learn how to appreciate these brands. Now, this one, very important to me. Bakit? It's my first book. It's always nice to keep uh to keep memories of your first, especially sa pagdating sa isang profession? Let's say the first bar tool that you have, the first bar book that you have. Now for me, it's this book. Nagulat nga ako, buhay pa siya eh, no? I had this, I think I had this 1999, if I'm not mistaken, and it's still alive. At the time, I bought this book kasi it's the cheapest that I could afford. And I felt that since my goal was just to learn about cocktails, and it has a lot of cocktails inside. And yeah, especially meron diyan specific cocktail that I always keep on memorizing, yung Woo Woo, no? It had cranberry in it and vodka. So, yeah, I think, I believe they're still selling this, but if not, I just want to share it with you. Ito naman. So, guys, kita niyo naman, no? Si Keiichi Iyama. As I research, he's the oldest Japanese bartender male. I think wala na po siya dito. Okay, it was in the in I mean one article, but it's so amazing. Ako po kung okay pa ang health ko, I want to last and bartend up until my last breath. Yan. It's fun eh, you know? Even just shaking and pouring. Sa totoo lang, it's therapeutic, ano? And I admire people like him that still bartend, until their last days. Ngayon, actually, I believe another guy na medyo OG na, si Sir Peter Dorelli. Okay, I think he's Italian. He's still pretty much alive and strong. Okay, and we have the likes of Dale DeGroff, Salvatore Calabrese. Okay, and you know, sayang dati namatay na si Gary Regan. Okay, and yeah, so it's really inspiring. Now another inspiring person, ito si Angie Mclean. I think she's from New York or Las Vegas, pero I'm not sure if she's still with us. Okay, I'm not sure, but again, to have a lady like her still tend the bar, oh my goodness, it's amazing. Now, in the article I read, it also says there, magaling siya magbilyar. She plays pool, you know. And, at this age, guys, malaki ang demand din for female bartenders. Okay? Now, so ito, after those pictures, before you start, may mga advice po ako sa inyo. First of all, ask yourself, ito ba ang gusto ko talagang kunin? Ako ba ay na-hype lang? Ako ba ay naaliw lang sa picture sa social media? You have to ask yourself talaga, gusto mo ba 'tong bartending? Bakit mo gusto ito? May potential ka ba? You know, as you start to ask yourself, then you go to research. Okay? Research all the references that you can research. Kasi madami diyan, guys, madaming research. You don't madaming references. You don't keep on researching with the same reference over and over. Kailangan madami so that you get different ideas. After you research, go to different bars. Ngayon, ito yung medyo kailangan talaga maglabas kayo ng pera because you need to see. Ito, kadugtong nung huli. You need to observe the bartenders. You need to observe the crowd. You need to observe how the bartender makes the drinks pag may order. How the bartender approaches the guest pag may nakaupo na sa bar niya. You know? And ask yourself again, kaya ko ba to? Kaya po to? Uy, astig yung ginagawa ng bartender. You also have to observe how the bartender moves in the bar. Naglilinis ba siya? Petics ba siya? Bastos ba? Mabait ba? All these things. So observation, you can only observe when you go there. Of course, you have to be 18 and above. Okay? You don't, well, of course, maybe have just a beer or one cocktail. So at least you can also try their creation. Okay? Now, how to start? The first thing, know your classic cocktails. Kailangan alam niyo yung cocktails niyo by heart. Old fashioned, Manhattan, Margarita, Sidecar, Long Island, Cosmopolitan, Business, Last Word. Madami, guys. Okay? Madami. Na? In fact, that's why, excuse me, you should have different references. Kasi not all references are the same. Pero merong common. No? Yung mga nakikita nyo minsan sa social media or YouTube, be very particular. Kasi may iba dyan tinitwist na, may iba dyan they're just making it for entertainment. But when we say classics, these are the recipes that have stood the test of time. Ibig sabihin, panahon pa ni Jerry Thomas hanggang ngayon, that's still the recipe that they're using. Okay? Ako personally, I think I only know about 50 classics. That works for me. I'm still continuously, reading, trying to recall the classics. Kasi mahirap eh, ang dami niyan eh. Para tayong human directory, human phone list, human cocktail list. Okay? And that's how you start your bartending career. What else? Know your tools and glasswares. Okay? I've observed a lot of students, gumagamit sila ng tools, hindi nila alam kung ano tawag. Now, if you really want to venture on this career of bartending, kailangan yung mga ganong maliliit na bagay. You have to know it. From the jigger, the shaker, the bar tools, the mixing glass, the Nicanora, the coupe glass, the margarita glass, the highball, the rock glass, the martini. Kailangan alam natin yan. Okay? Kasi bakit? This is our language. This is the bartending language. If you don't know your tools, paano mo malalaman? Paabot nga yung ano doon. 'Di ba? Paabot nga yan. Ano yung yan? Right? So, know your tools and glasswares. Next, know your spirits. Now ito, for this particular picture, kung makita nyo, this is all about tequila and mezcal. Pero ang daming spirits, guys. Rum, gin, vodka, tequila, whiskey, brandy, liqueurs. Apart from that, we have wines, beers. We have also other spirits, mga tinatawag na, actually hindi, not only spirits, no? Yung mga free spirits, yung mga liars, no? Yung mga seedlip, non-alcoholic po ito na spirits. Okay, yung mga empirical spirits na tinatawag, madami na po kasi, no? Yung mga soju natin, yung mga mag-yoli natin, yung mga ah, ano pa, hard cider natin. There's just plenty of alcoholic beverages and we have to know them. Okay? Now, apart from that, another important thing is to know the brands. Yan, kagaya nito. If you can read this, if you can watch this from the right, di ba? You have Siete Misterios, you have the Mezcal Joven with the scorpion inside, you have the Patron, you have the Ocho, you have the Cazadores, you have the Cuervo. If you plan to work abroad, same thing. Because the more you know the brands already, you won't waste time looking for it. So you save time. Then you become fast. Then you become more accurate when you make a cocktail. Next, know your mixing techniques. Madami po yan eh. Now, there's different versions. Actually, this is also no. The thing about mixing techniques is you have to know personally why you're using that technique. Is it to produce foam? Is it to break the ice? Is it to cool the drink or chill the drink? Is it to produce dilution? Okay? So, by the way, meron po tayo niyan dito sa ating channel. So, just, check out Thomas Session Spill. No, sorry. Stir pala, shake, pour, okay, strain. Marami po tayong mixing techniques dito sa channel. Next, so, this one. So, ito, shake, techniques, right? So, if you know your techniques, you're just like this girl, si Marise, no? She's a student of mine also. Uh, and ito, itong picture na to actually nag-trending to sa isang Facebook page. And yeah, she knows her business. She was able to actually work in one bar in Makati. Okay? So, know your techniques. Next, ito pinaka-importante, I believe, no? Know your mise en place, hygiene and sanitation. Ito yung nakakalimutan ng ibang bartenders or even the aspiring. Akala nyo ang bartender ay rockstar. Minsan may ganyan, ha? May mga pabida, no? Actually, I didn't write it here, but, hindi, mamaya. No? But, yun na nga, may mga pabida, they think bartending is just about parang Superman ka, you're there pag showtime. No. You're there even before. Okay? Hygiene and sanitation, how you fix your station. Okay? Especially ngayon that there's a COVID protocol pa rin in place. So, yeah, that's how you start. We have also a video about Mise en Place. And I think we will be having one also about hygiene and sanitation. Na ito, how to start. Ito, watch relevant bartending channel. Ito, Fearless Flex, no? Thomas Sessions is basically here to inspire, to inform, and to involve people like you watching our live sessions. Um, we want to produce bartenders, no, who and inspire bartenders through our channels, through our channel, and we try our best to upload contents as frequent as we can. And the success of our channel is because of you guys. Now we have 7,700. Hopefully, guys, with your help, pwede tayong umabot ng 8,000 or maybe 10,000 at the end of the year. That would be great. That would be amazing. That would be spectacular. It keeps the channel growing. And yun nga, marami pa pong platform. TikTok is one avenue that we're really pushing. Uh, and so is with Instagram and Facebook. So please, if you haven't subscribed or followed us yet, please, libre lang yan. And ito guys, another fearless promotion. If you don't have a book yet, maybe you can invest on my book. It's called Bar and Beverage Management. This is in coordination with Mama Zida. You can buy it through Edric Publishing. Okay? Uh, Please, it's a compilation. I also have my thoughts on it with regards to the topics being discussed. It has asynchronous learning because there are some links of the videos that you can find here in the channel. And it has test questions as well. So again, Bar and Beverage Management book by Richie, no? And Mom Zida. Okay? Or Angeli. Now, ito na po. Once you started na, you have to keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. Okay? Kahit cliche po, totoo po ito. You have to keep learning. Every day there is something new to learn. Ako, I learn something new every day. Now, in fact, today, what did I learn? I learned to make a presentation using PDF. Kasi nga hindi ako makapag full screen sa aking sa PowerPoint ko. So I said, sige, PDF na lang natin. And it turns out it's okay, you know. Um Wala nga lang yung mga animation, but nevertheless, it's still good. You know, you can still read it clearly. More importantly, my voice is clear also. So, yan. So practice, learn, push. You have to push every day. Push, push, push. Kung hindi kaya, subukan ulit. You know, especially when it comes to memorizing cocktails, to practicing, you have to keep pushing yourself. You know, walang masama. To think, 2 taon na tayo nakapahinga. I think it's time to move now. Okay? And next, of course, never give up. In our lives, especially in the career like bartending, expect disappointments. Normal yan. Disappointment like, not landing a job, being ghosted, you know, being of failing an interview. Kahit ako po, dumaan po tayo sa ganyan hanggang ngayon. But that's okay. There will always be somebody there. There will always be an entity there that's fit for you. Okay? And lastly, keep a positive attitude and open mind. Oo, guys. So always be humble. Wag tayo pa-star. You know, one thing that will make us last in this profession is, well, number one is our punctuality. Punctuality and humility. Okay? Wala po tayong kahit na naririnig niyo yung term na star tender, ganyan, superstar, wala po. Ang superstar po yung guest, hindi po tayo. Tayo po yung superstar server kasi tayo taga-serve ng superstar eh. You know, um, positive attitude in terms also of looking in social media. You have to have an open mind. Sorry, not everything we see there in social media is true. I'm also an advocate of that. You know, try to check the facts first. Kasi nga sa social media, dalawa yan eh. Entertaining or informative. So pag entertaining, regardless kung right or wrong, as long as it's entertaining. Informative, okay? Ito medyo kailangan i-check nyo. Kasi meron ngang fake news eh, di ba? So, kasi maging gullible tayo, we have to check the facts. So, with that, guys, I just want to promote again our channel, no, Thomas Session. So, if you have time, do subscribe if you haven't yet. If you like this video, please like the video, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment if you want us to give you a webinar also for your schools exclusively. And of course, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Okay? So with that, actually, um, this ends our Thomas sessions. So I hope you learned something today. Bartending wants you, basically. Madami pong hiring. Just research, open your Google, research bartending work opportunities, whether here or abroad. Pero bago po kayo maging bartender, know the things that was mentioned. Okay? And yeah, I again thank you for your time. I do hope you learned a lot from today. And that's it for now. So as we always say in Thomas Sessions, be inspired, be informed, and be involved. See you on the next episode. Toma na.